What is up, random stranger? How you doing today?
Which country are you from, my friend?
America. What about you, man?
Um, uh, I'm from India.
Okay, congratulations. How do you like it out there?
It's
How,
not so different. I believe it's another piece of land. Is it?
well, I mean, you got different politics, different neighbors. We got Mexican down south and Canada up
I don't
north.
care about.
So there's a lot of
I don't
different
care about those
political.
things. Do you?
I know, yeah, I mean,
I
it's
care about.
part of my life.
No, I don't. I don't. I care about. I care about personal freedom. I care about the nature. I care about trying to help people around me. That's all I care about. I don't
No,
care about the politics.
I mean, politics is part of that, though. Part of politics is human nature.
Yeah, yeah. You should know how to dissociate. Cut through the clutter. Be able to see through the lies and illusions.
Absolutely. It's part of it. It's part of being part of it. Like you know what is a lie and what is an illusion, right? If you're a part of it.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
but my main question is why I asked that is because I've been online, right? Okay, you ever go on message boards or whatever, anyways. So I found this thing online that talks about China is trying to muscle in on India's territory, and there's active like hand to hand military combat going on. Not gunfights, but hand to hand. Like these motherfuckers is out there beating each other with sticks and shit and bats and shields, and people are like
let
Indian
me tell you
people.
something.
Yeah, go ahead,
Let me
please,
tell you
please.
something about media. Okay, so you know how global media works, right? So it's about like the kind of reporting that goes in, to the global audiences is as per certain vested interest and agendas for different countries, right? But I mean, not to deny the fact that of course, in India and China have had issues on the border because um, oh man, you're hitting the bong.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so what happened was after the British people left the subcontinent, they left a lot of ambiguity around the borders
Yeah.
because there's something called the McMahon line that divides India and China. It's basically the Himalayas, right? The
Right.
mountain range.
Hmm.
So it's not very clearly defined. Now China claims that certain areas of what we call Indian territory was part of ancient Han China before the English came here. Okay,
Hmm.
and India claims that these were all part of British East India Empire, right? And so after the British people left India, it is technically the right of the Indian people to claim those lands as like part of the Dominion Republic of India.
Now that their
Okay,
country is settled.
so it's basically, yeah. I mean, it's a clear case of misinterpreting the border divide or the lines,
Right.
right? They have a different understanding of what divides India and China compared to what we think is India and what is China.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
for example, the, we I mean till date India supports Tibet. We think that Tibet was an illegal annexation by the Chinese army. We don't think that the Tibet autonomous region is part of China. We support the Tibet freedom movement,
Right.
right? So, and then as you already know, China is this global bully. I would call them a bully when it comes to um, you know products like cheap products.
Yeah. They
And
got that
India is like
whole
a huge market.
Belt and Road initiative, right, from
Oh
China.
yeah, oh yeah,
And trying to push all their
oh
market
yes.
everywhere.
Oh yeah. So in India, as you know, India is about 1.3 billion people, and they want to keep pushing stuff in India. They want Indians to buy Chinese goods like raw materials or finished products, etc. And if that doesn't happen, like for example, when India starts to push its own agenda, when it tries to kind of manufacture things on its own and becomes tries to become an exporter, China has a problem, and then starts to kind of do crazy things on the border.
Hmm.
Why? To basically scare the Indian government. Like, if you don't allow a certain volume of trade, if you don't allow your markets to become a dumping ground for our cheap products, then it's gonna, because there's protectionism, right? Like the government reserves the right to protect its economy and its
Yeah,
producers.
absolutely.
But yeah, so that's the basic trouble with the Chinese.
Yeah,
They want control.
they're
They want
pretty
absolute control.
they're pretty advanced in a lot of ways, but I mean, I feel like if anyone, if I feel like India could take them in a war, I'm just gonna put it out there.
We don't. I mean, in India is not about war
Oh,
though. We don't want
absolutely.
to kill our men, right?
That's what makes it so much more impactful for you. You guys would go to war for your country, for your land. You guys wouldn't want to. You would have to. China is just fucking being an asshole. You know, like what are they gonna go to
Well,
war for?
honestly, it's gonna be a lot of countries combined. Because obviously, India has a very capable think tank in being able to assess situations and to gauge, where things are going. Like, of course, we don't want to hurt our economy by going to war with anybody, right? We don't want a situation where we lose infrastructure because of war. I know what we know what happened in Syria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Absolutely.
India's definitely not gonna fall prey to somebody's agenda. But having said that, it would be fun. It would be nice to see what America does
Oh, bro,
because
the second you go to war with China, bro, it would suck because we get all kinds of Chinese goods, but at the same time, I prefer Indian food over Chinese food. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I love Chinese food though; it's so good.
it's.
So
I mean, to be honest, you can't look at war in the context that you look at 20, 30 years ago. You can't go to war with a nation. You can't go army to army, man to man. It's not happening, bro.
mm,
That's not gonna
mm,
happen. You got really smart people, and you know that it's basically about lobbying. It's about, like, capitalist structures. It's about, like, corporate organizations, right? That's what's
yeah, yeah,
happening,
I
right?
could see that absolutely. Yeah, it's more
So
sophisticated.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty sophisticated. And um what's gonna happen is infighting. Like, for all you know, you might witness riots inside of India or America or elsewhere, because people dying of hunger or unemployment. But nation to nation, state to state, that's not gonna happen. Why? Because you got strong deterrents on either sides, right?
nukes.
every
Yeah,
every, every
nukes.
Yeah,
Mad deterrent.
yeah. So I mean, the end game is to kind of eliminate the useless population. I hate to say that, but
Remove the useless population. Shit, I'm gone. I gotta go. I catch you later.
have fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, I when I looked at it all, bro, I've seen it like that. Like it's these there's like these valleys and these mountain ranges all along that mountain range that you guys are disputing, and it's crazy because it all does it goes back to very specifically the British. And the British
Yeah,
fucked over India and they fucked over China too. They did a lot of
yeah,
fucked up shit all around the world. And now, like the rest of the world is all like, ah, no, these are my lands. No, these are my lands. From fucking Indian to goddamn the Jewish and the Palestinians, like that was fucking British's problem too. Like fucking
yeah.
Native Americans here in America, like what the fuck? Thanks, Britain. Fucking left all your assholes over here and they took it all over. You know, like so it happened. It's such a recurring event. It feels like through history, and it's interesting. You know, you're in a country where it's actively like we're still seeing a lot of that stress and anxiety play out from that empire building that they did. You know, but I I I think you guys will be all right. And like you said, like there's a lot of smart people, and it's going to take a lot of lobbying. I think you guys would beat China just because you have a lot of friends. Like even though Britain fucked you guys
Honestly,
over, there's you guys still got good trading policies with Britain or what? You guys still have close
we,
ties
we're
with
doing
them?
we're doing, we're doing all right. I mean, although we got nothing against the British people, right? I mean, it was just the British Empire, and it's long gone, right? You don't
Yeah,
have the British Empire in existence anymore, so we ain't got anything against the British people, right?
right.
I mean, for all you know, Britain's gonna become Pakistan in 10 years. There's like
Yeah, who knows, man? The way
this
the
guy. I
world's
mean,
going.
honestly, like as an Indian, all I see is like every rich person in Pakistan wants to go to Britain, and that's happening. That's been happening for decades now. The minute somebody becomes like somebody has some money or property, they sell it off and they fly to Britain. That's what they do.
Wow. Because
It's
like,
like this. Yeah, nobody wants to fucking live and grow old in India or Pakistan. It's true.
I believe it. There's places out here that are like that. Like no one wants to really do that,
It
but
happens everywhere, my friend. I know a bunch of Americans. I know so many Americans that don't want to grow old in America. They say it's all fucked up. So basically their image, the way they think about America is that the America from the outside is very different from the America from the inside. Yeah,
hmm yeah,
and
that's
that's the same for every country on the planet Earth. Why? Because no matter where you go, it's all about men, their politics to control other men and to subjugate and to seize control. And for all you know, what happens over decades is men living and men dying. Somebody's gonna replace the men in place, in position, in power, but the systems are never gonna change.
right. I can see.
The systems, for example, Mexico is all about the cartel and drug culture, right? Nobody could fucking change that.
Now you know
The
what?
CIA, the CIA tried, they failed.
I don't think anyone's gonna change it. I think that they got to change it themselves. It's like a drug
It
addict,
doesn't.
You
It
gotta help
doesn't work
yourself.
like that, man. It does. So it's like everything is fucking connected. Why? Okay, man. Like for example, in America, um, everybody wants to kind of live the American dream, right? Everybody wants to kind of have this beautiful house and a wife and kids and like high flying jobs and whatnot, right? That's what they want.
I mean, I
Yeah,
suppose, yeah.
most of them.
That's kind of what a lot of people want in general, just to be
Most of
happy.
them. Yeah, most of them,
Yeah.
right? And that's the dream. That's the dream your system sells to your young ones, to the kids that go to school and college, right?
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Nobody
That's our
fucking,
culture.
but yeah, but nobody fucking tells them that the system's gonna eat their time, leave them in fucking debt and depression. Nobody's gonna fucking tell them that life's about competition, about fighting, for fucking jobs or for women and all that shit. And everybody's gonna end up
Well,
Looney Tunes. And, no,
well,
you wouldn't have like the right kind of Americans 10 years, 20 years down the line. Why? Because of the system that you're living in. You're infighting. You will always have difference of opinions, and for all you know, couple decades down the line, it would be a different place. It wouldn't be the dream that it was supposed to be, and that goes for all countries around the globe, for everybody. Why? Because the mul mantra is that you gotta stop the rich from getting richer, from the poor from getting poorer.
okay. I could see what you're saying. Like there's this kind of dog eat dogs mentality where everyone in America is trying to get their piece of the pie, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, life is all about the pyramid scheme, right? You look at the society, you only got the 1% that are actually living it, right? Like they're happy and content, and they got like money, and they got like, what they want. Everybody else is just like bottom tier, man. Everybody's just fighting for this basic shit.
Yeah. Their piece of the pie. Yeah. I can see that as kind of America. Well, like America's capitalist, right? So
Yeah.
we're all about capitalizing on whatever. And one of America's biggest things is is a war economy. We're really great at war. So for me, that's why I'm so interested in like China and India war. Like, hey, if you guys go to war, we got
That's
guns.
not happening.
Oh, right,
That
right,
I
right,
mean,
right, right. No, no.
it's not
Yeah,
happening because
that's not my point.
America.
My
The
my point
problem
my
is
point is
the problem is that
my point is
yeah,
though
go on.
we're capitalists. We'll find whatever we can that's something's going wrong. If it's war, we'll jump in and we'll be like, hey, I got guns for you. You need guns? I got them. You need bombs? I
But
got bombs.
the
We're
the
capitalists. We'll
problem
find shit
the
and we
problem
capitalize
is
on it.
the
So
problem is
it's
you've done it. The problem is that Americans, I mean not American people, but the American government and intelligence has done it so many times that
Oh yeah, we'll
it's
always do
become
it.
like it's like out in the open. Nobody gives a shit. Like you think India is gonna go to war with China because of what America
Oh,
says?
we don't
That's not
want
gonna
we're not we
happen.
don't want you to go to war. But if you do, I got these nice shiny guns here that work really
Yeah, no.
well.
Yeah, no, we got providence for that. We got manufacturing. We got our
Oh
own
yeah,
shit going.
absolutely, absolutely. If you need anything else,
Yeah,
though, you need a great warship. Hey, I know some guys. You know, like that.
yeah,
We're just
I know
we
what
don't
you're.
want war, but we're ready for
I
war.
know what you're. I know what you're saying. But if at all anybody's going to war with China, it's gonna have to be American men, like the ones
Oh,
that
whew,
went home in coffin. Unfortunately,
whew,
I saw dead bodies, man.
yeah,
I saw young American soldiers in coffins, man, from
I
Afghanistan.
believe it.
Right? What was that about, man? Tell me. I mean, I saw
Afghanistan? What was Afghanistan
Afghanistan. I
about?
mean, yeah. I mean, what was American soldiers doing in Afghanistan, anyways, for good 20 years? And the exit strategy was badly planned. Like,
Oh, so are
um,
you asking me in earnest?
yeah,
Okay, well, I'll give you my honest and best opinion of it. And I'm a stoner with a fucking night robe on, drinking coffee in California. Okay, so you got to take this from where it comes from. That's the source. It's me. All right, so we had problems with the Taliban, right, for years. Not the
yeah,
Taliban, Al Qaeda for years.
yeah.
They've been fucking with us. We've been fucking with them, and all of a sudden, we caught the bug. They said you're the next target, and they attacked us. You know, we have this whole fucking 9/11 tribute every year. Never forget. You know, Twin Towers go down when we went in to go fight these guys that were the ones who perpetrated it all in America. All of our whole motto was we go fight over there so we don't have to fight over here. if if
Yeah.
you're going to come and try and fight us and destroy our building, we're going to go destroy your entire fucking economy, your entire civilization. We will wreck it because
Yeah, but that's not
you picked
happening.
but hold on, you picked a war with the devil. You didn't pick a war with a benevolent, nice, polite person. No, the United States is responsible for the genocide of Native Americans just to begin with. Okay, and it's rough. So 9/11 happened. We go over. We fight Al Qaeda. Turns out
Yeah,
Al Qaeda has a lot of ties with the Taliban, right? And
yeah.
where do the Taliban hang out at? All out through Afghanistan. So hey,
So
so
this is a good narrative. This is a pretty good narrative to
right,
build for
this
internal selling. This is
so
what most American audiences believe. Not
so
tell me something.
so
Who
you're
my
asking me,
question is
right?
my question is who or what is Al Qaeda and who created Al Qaeda?
Who is Al Qaeda? So uh, Al Qaeda is a paramilitary organization created by
The CIA?
not just the CIA. Let's go back before that. The skinny Saudi man, um, Osama bin Laden, and
So here's
and
what
Osama bin Laden needed a lot of money to fight a war against someone the United States didn't like. So we said, hey, so Al Qaeda or what was it? Not Al Qaeda. Yeah. Al Qaeda. We hit up Al Qaeda like, hey man, here's all this money. Go fight the war for us. We'll
let me
help you
throw
guys
in
out.
let me
This
throw
was
in some facts, okay?
go ahead,
Let
go
me
ahead.
throw in some facts and you can correct me if I'm wrong. All right.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so by and large, the American economy depends on a couple of things, right? If you want electricity in your homes, if you want money in your bank, if you want good roads to drive your fucking cars on, what do you fucking need? You need resources, right?
Right.
You need control. Yeah. Now, if you go back in time, if you look at what's been happening post World War II, you see that after the Americans nuked the Japanese,
Yeah,
they created a global image of being this badass. Like, you fuck with us, we're gonna nuke you.
or
And of
genocide
course,
you.
whatever, it's the same thing. I mean, like, we're gonna bulk kill you, like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not gonna go after one person.
We're not good
Yeah,
people
not gonna go after one person, but like,
when it comes
destroy
to war.
your cities and kill like too many people at the same time, right? Like mass killing, mass graves. So that's what America was good at. Like, I mean, not America, just the American establishment, right?
The government.
Now, the government, okay. Now, what happened was, of course, during the Cold War period, the world was clearly divided into two blocks, and America was trying to, like station its men and its command centers in different parts of the world for not only resource control but also to keep check on the Russians, like where they're going, and like if maybe in the future there's gonna be any kind of challenge to the American hegemony, right?
I have a question for
Um,
you, real quick.
yeah,
How many Syrian refugees had to go to like India?
not too many because we
Not
have
too many.
now. I mean, once upon a time we had a very stupid government that would allow for any refugees to come in, and that's how India's demographics got changed.
How
We
about
are a major.
how about Afghanistan refugees? Like when America went to war over there, did you guys get a lot of Afghanistan refugees?
We have a lot of Afghan refugees
Okay.
in New
How
Delhi,
about
in my capital city. Yeah.
so Syria, Iraq, and Iran? Did they get a lot?
Iraq, no, Iraq is too far away from India. Iraq,
Okay.
most of the Iraqi refugees went to either Iran or to Saudi.
You know how many American refugees left when all that war happened?
No.
Not many.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not denying facts, okay? I know that the American establishment is pretty fucking clever at manipulating facts and presenting it in a certain light to the global audience. Is exactly why nobody gives a fuck to mainstream media anymore. No, nobody, trust me. No, you think people watch CNBC and Fox and say, "Oh, this is real shit. This is that." Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody's, I mean, come on, bitch. This is what's happening today. Everybody's fucking emitting, transmitting information every fucking second. Every fucking single man is on the radar, even you, my friend. You think you're safe where you are?
Oh,
For all
absolutely
you,
not.
for all you know, your neighbor sees you happy, smiling, and comforting, might come murder you, man.
He could. That's why we
Yeah,
lock doors. That's why we have a constitution that allows us the right to bear arms. That's remember that nice
I
gun?
know,
Remember that
I
nice
know,
gun I was telling you about?
and that's how so many young Americans abuse the Constitution, get a gun and kill fellow Americans.
I mean,
Young Americans killing
if
young Americans.
if they're like you said, if they're gonna come and like run into my house and murder me, wouldn't you? Like, what the
No,
fuck
I
kind
mean,
of shit
so
is
A,
that?
so
You just
A,
gave me a
A
scenario
is
where a
A
fellow
is the
American.
reality. I mean, A is the reality that somebody's actually
Okay,
coming at
and
you
right,
and actually
right,
wanting to kill
reality.
you.
Okay, so
B is a perception. B is like you're stoned and you're high and you're like, hallucinating and shit. You thinking somebody's coming for you. Pull out a gun and kill them because you think they're coming for you when they're not,
yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
see what's
crazy.
happening. You see what's happening. There's too much fear mongering. There's too much threat perception built inside of people's minds.
All
Okay.
right, I don't disagree with that. Well, I mean, but we're humans. Like we're what are we in this existence? We're fucking
You're
we're nothing, dude. I could go and literally stab you in the fucking throat right here, hit an artery, and you're
you're a
done.
container.
You know what I mean?
You're you're a
We're
you're a
minuscule
container.
in
You're a
this.
container.
Exactly,
You are a
exactly.
container for
There you
life,
go.
and you're a ticking time bomb. But how you utilize your time is not dependent on what you think life is. It's a program that was downloaded inside of your head while you opened eyes and looked at the world, and now you're living a life that the society is programmed you to live. Everybody included.
Yeah,
You're not living.
that's what everyone does. Everyone lives a life that they're programmed to live, usually based on the society in which they find themselves living in. You
That's
are doing the same. So am I.
yeah. I don't deny that.
We're
I don't
all
deny.
playing our parts, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, then what's the whole point of taking a nationalist position or talking about A country versus B country? Trust me, it's just man versus
Oh,
man.
why?
It's a clever man. It's a either a clever man smart man, knowing what to do, how to do, when to do, living his life and quietly leaving planet Earth when the time comes. And B is
Um,
a stupid man that's basically just contesting everything, no matter where he is, finding solace in supremacy and all kinds of bullshit constructs.
so right there, I'll tell you why. First off, my name's Marcus. I go by Marcus the Wise or Tiki. My friends call me Tiki. You call me whatever you like. That's my YouTube channel. I basically do. I thought it was controversial. I honestly, I hope that you guys don't ever have to go to war. That sounds horrific. War is awful.
Do
And
you do you have any idea? India's 1.3 billion people.
dude,
China's 1.5 billion. You know
yeah,
that's like about
that's
one third of
horrible.
humanity. That's
That's
one third of
horrible.
humanity.
Horrible, unthinkable. No, no, don't do that, guys. Solve your differences with words, okay? Please. Um,
I,
I
I
am an
mean,
I'm an
I mean,
American.
you
I
think you
have like
think
crazy American ideas, but
you hold up. Tell me something. Okay,
go ahead.
so the Indian man and the Chinese man, we've known each other for many
Oh
centuries.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's nothing new. When we had Buddhism in India, we had people traveling to China thousands of years ago,
Hmm?
right? It's not actually alien territory. It's
No.
not a brand new nation state construct sponsored by
Right,
British East
right,
India
right, right,
Company
right,
and
right.
now being advertised by white America. That's
Oh,
not what it is.
here's the thing, dude. That I didn't even find any of this on like white American channels. I had to dig through like different sources. I only found Indian sources that are talking about this. So
No, so it's
so in
basically
personally, that's
most Indians. So here's what's happening. Most Indians actually make money off of YouTube and they post content that might just, sound interesting and might just get people involved. Like, oh shit, war's happening. War's not happening, man. You think people in the government and in the army watch YouTube and that's how they plan their strategy?
well. Sweaty Balls 45 says that we should attack from the north, so I'm gonna go with him over my generals. Yeah, that's gonna work out, Xi
Well,
Jinping.
the good part is that in India and America are actually like trying to build up a really good alliance. Not only trade but also defense, which is kind of good. We were actually in the past, I think America was kind of crippled in its policy when it sided with Pakistan. It actually sided with Pakistan because Pakistan went with the NATO alliance, right? And it fooled Pakistan successfully fooled Americans into believing that they will fight their war on terror. And
Yeah, dude, they ended up holding fucking Osama bin Laden in a fucking hotel or some shit, dude. We had to go and fucking
I mean, we
black
were
ops them
saying that
out.
all along. I mean, like
That's what.
ask
Hey,
us.
that's why I'm team India, bro. Bro, what's cracking, bro?
I
We
mean, we
out
hate.
here.
Honestly, as an Indian, I hate the terrorist construct of these states up north, like Pakistan. Pakistan is a lot of good people, but essentially it's run by the military, and the military is no different from their terrorist setup.
Right.
The Pakistan military is the actual terrorist in the room.
That's a
Yeah,
fucking bomb drop.
yeah, and Afghanistan, in today's time, most Afghanistanis actually hate Pakistan. Why? Because they sponsored infighting inside of Pakistan. Taliban was created by the ISI, by the Pakistani intelligence. Okay, and how did that happen? The CIA funded the ISI to create a militia to fight the Russians, right? But after, yeah, yeah, man, it's crazy.
Hey, we
Like
fucked
they,
everything up, bro. Hey, you take this money.
it's
We all did it. Everyone had their part in it. Okay, America's not the only asshole in the room. All right, we
the
didn't pull the
American
triggers.
dollar, man. Not not
The
not
American,
not
yeah, yeah,
the
the
not
American
the average
dollar,
American man. Yeah, the
the
American dollar. Yes.
The Afghani trigger man, the Russian gun, and the Chinese manufacturer, and the European imperialist, fucking, and then those damn Africans.
But I mean, that's the way we should be going. Because for all you know, like we got a good mix of people from all countries that live and work in India today.
Don't get me
And
started on the Australians. those,
what about us?
those,
Nobody gives a fuck about
yeah,
Australia, man.
right. Go live in your island. No one cares.
I mean,
Sydney.
yeah, I mean, but they're a pretty rich economy. Like they're pretty smart.
I want to visit there. I want to go see a kangaroo. I don't want to get kicked or punched by it, but I do want to see one and be far away from it. That sounds fun.
Australia is beautiful, man. Australia is beautiful. I saw a couple travel videos, like Tasmania and like mainland Australia, Sydney, Hobart, all these places. They're beautiful, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely want to go there.
Yeah, and
That's one of the
Australian.
places.
I would love to fuck some Australian women, man.
there you go. Hey, why not, right?
Yeah.
Well, sir, with that, I will bid you adieu. Hey, that's the YouTube channel. I'm gonna throw this conversation up. This was a great conversation. All right, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah, you have a wonderful day. Okay.
Thanks, man. I love to see myself on your YouTube channel someday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Soon. All right. Catch you later, brother.
Bye bye.